Joseph, or at least the deliberations did, and it really exposes what so many fans have complained about, at least anecdotally, right, for years now, that there was this monopoly, the secondhand market, if you will, where these tickets were sold at exponential prices, and yet now this jury's saying, we find you both guilty of this.
Correct. Live Nation and Ticketmaster merged a long time ago. We've heard these complaints about monopoly prices. Artists have been complaining for years. The states took action. The DOJ took action. A week after trial started, the DOJ partially settled, and so they were out of it. And a handful of states said, no, we're not satisfied with this agreement. We're going to push forward to trial. Trial's always unknown. You never know what's going to happen. And here the states prevailed. And they didn't just win on little issues. They won on big issues. The jury found in their favor that that Ticketmaster and Live Nation operated as a structural monopoly, which is sort of everything that the states were really arguing for here.
All right. So is it or is it not a monopoly? Was that defined in what they found?
Yes, the jury found that they were acting anti-competitive as a monopoly, and that it was done on purpose, that it was structured in order to operate as a monopoly. So that would be sort of my lay language approach to what the jury found.
A $280 million settlement here. There had been many states that had joined onto this suit here, onto this claim. What does that look like for fans? Because the jury finding that this not only affected fans, but it affected the states, it affected venues, artists, etc.
Sure. So again, this was a really big lawsuit. It had the federal DOJ, had a lot of states, and the feds, the federal DOJ partially settled the case. So they were out of the jury trial, and that's where some of the settlement talks came in terms of fines and money. Now with the jury verdict, it could lead to a breakup of Live Nation and Ticketmaster. It could lead to many things. The company might have to divest. The companies might have to split up. The companies might be broken up. It opens up a whole lot of remedies that the court now has jurisdiction over.
I think a lot of fans rejoicing, especially after the last few years where it has almost felt punitive to the fans looking to see their favorite artists, and yet being gouged for all their money, knowing that there wasn't really a lot of competition. So we'll see what comes of that. Joseph, thank you so much on that late-breaking deliberation and, of course, verdict there from the jury. Let's move on, because King Charles III and Queen Camilla will be visiting the United States later this month. The palace confirming that the royal couple will be making stops in New York, Virginia, and in D.C. The couple will reportedly attend a block party celebrating America's 250th birthday, and